Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Tony Plays A Binding of Isaac. Hope everyone's doing alright. I got nothing good to say. I'm gonna keep it real. I got nothing good to say. This sucks. And I've been having a horrible time playing these stupid characters. So all I could really say is right now, I hope you guys are doing good. You feel me? I hope you guys are doing alright. Is everything good with y'all? Everything fine with you guys? I hope all is well. Or something, one might say, you know how it is. I have just been, honestly, I don't even really know what the word is. Like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I've just been trying to get by, I guess. You feel me? Just trying to exist, just trying to make my way through life or whatever. I've been kind of living this week on autopilot, I'm not gonna lie. I've just mainly been looking forward to 4th of July. Because, I mean, who doesn't love a day off, you feel me? A day off is very, very nice, very good. I would love to have one. No, regardless, honestly, regardless of how I'm feeling throughout the work. I could have a goated work week. Rarely ever happens where I'm working and I'm like, man, I'm feeling so good. But I could have the most goated work week ever. I'm like, damn, I'm low-key hitting it off right now. I'll be like, as soon as like, hey, you know, 3-day weekend coming up, I'm like, ooh, I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn anymore, bro. I get to relax. Cause that's the good thing about a freaking 3-day weekend, man. You literally jumped across the whole screen, bro. You gotta die, right? Like that's, I'm talking like physical harm upon that enemy. Type shit, you feel me? I've been getting a lot of excuse my laughter for a bit there. I have been one, I fell asleep a little bit late yesterday, or I guess technically today, because I decided to go get food with my friends kind of late at night. A little fun experience, you know what I mean? It's one of those, it's that American experience I feel like you don't really feel too often or see too often. Especially now, I guess. But getting food late at night with your friends, that's like a, what's the word I'm thinking of? It's like a coming of age experience, you feel me? So because I went to go do that, I ended up going to bed a little bit late. Nothing too crazy. I'm not like regretting life decisions or anything. I'm kind of just tired. But before I was going to bed, I was slightly editing the Isaac episode. I just had to make sure everything was fine. Not necessarily, it was already uploaded, but I was just like, all right, let me just make sure it's scheduled for tomorrow. Everything's fine and dandy. So I was just like scrolling my phone a little bit. And when I was scrolling my phone, I came across these two people that I have seen before. I have seen them before, and it's these two dudes named Zaius and Bilu. If you don't know who they are, buddy, do I got a story for you. It's these two guys who's, I'm not even joking. Honestly, the whole shtick, the whole deal with them is that they are just, they're these two dudes and they're mad funny, bro. Because, and I mean this in the kindest, most nice-hearted way I can think of. They're mad funny because they're a little bit dumb. And I shit you not, bro, I was watching a video I got from them in my feed, and it's like I don't know how to describe it, man, other than it's the type of, they be having the type of conversations that you would have in like middle school, early high school, thinking you were onto something, you know, with your friends in like a philosophy sort of deal or something like that. Might be thinking, Tony, what do you mean? You're pretty vague with that statement there. So like, one of the things they were talking about is like, what did Isaac Newton do? You know, like back in the day, they could low-key just kind of say anything and like be praised for it. So they were looking up like what was Isaac Newton special for, you know, like what why was he such a proclaimed Was Isaac Newton a physicist, I believe? Why was he such a proclaimed mind of our time? And just, it was so funny watching them look it up and see it, because like there was these things, you know, like inertia, you know, an object in motion stays in motion, an object at rest stays at rest. Things that now in hindsight with the real world, I guess, you're like, yeah, that seems pretty obvious. But it was just funny to see them look at that and be like, bro, like he was just yapping, you know? He was saying whatever and he was getting away with it. Bro's out here talking about an object at rest stays at rest. Like, duh, bro. You know what I mean? Dude, it was so fucking funny to watch. I can't lie. I was cracking up, bro. I was like, these guys are kind of dumb. Or at least maybe they just play it up for the YouTube. But they are next level comedy gold. You know what I mean, bro? Like, this shit is next level funny as hell. I cannot stop laughing looking at this. I just thought it was really something real funny, you know, something to aspire to, one might say. Something to really Guilty Gear strive for. It's just, it's so funny. Cause I'm gonna be real with y'all. That's kind of how I used to be, I guess. You feel me? I just realized I just kind of hopped in and was just like, all right, off rip. I didn't even see what was in here. I'm not even joking. That's kind of how my stupid ass used to be with like, with stuff. You know, one of my, I'm gonna tell y'all this story. It's not a crazy story, but I've said it before. I like to think I'm a little dumb sometimes. However, in recent times, I see some things other people do online, and I kind of realize maybe I'm not that stupid. I can still be stupid, but maybe I'm not that stupid, as I think. But one of the things I kind of remember, it was me and my friends. We were playing, I'm pretty sure it was StarCraft or something, just a late night StarCraft sesh, just, you know, fucking around playing. And I don't know why this thought is in my brain or whatever, but I'm kind of like, man, I kind of got a question. Let me ask these guys, see if they know. But I was like, where do you go to get an eye? Like, one, I honestly feel like, I'm not even joking, I feel like I'm still need this question answered. But I was like, where do you go to get an IQ test? You know what I mean? Like, do you go to the doctor and they just give you an IQ test to take or some shit? And they were just laughing at me like, what? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? And I was like, oh, it seems I have made a fool of myself, you know? I dared to ask a question that I genuinely didn't know the answer to. And I dared to say something, you know, do you go to the doctor for it? And it was over. As soon as I hit that voice line, it was unironically over for me, bro. Whatever respect my friends had for me was now immediately, instantly gone, bro. As soon as you hit the, do you go to the doctor for an IQ test or whatever, I was cooked. I was done for. But I'm gonna be real with y'all, all right? I'm being so real when I say this. I still don't know, and I'm still curious. I want to grab Dr. Fetus, but I'm probably going to kill myself if I do. So let's not. But I'm not even fucking joking when I say this, okay? I am still low-key kind of curious. Where do you go for an IQ test? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to sound dumb and stupid, but there's no way it's like, it's those IQ tests online or whatever. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like, you don't go, or like, maybe you don't go anywhere to take an IQ test, but like, one, they exist. You know, IQ tests exist. And there's always that whole deal where it's like, IQ tests aren't really like a measure of intelligence or anything. They're just like a measure of your test taking skills or something like that. Look, whatever the case, whatever may be true, I'm not sure. I don't really give a damn. One, I'm just kind of curious to know. Two, like, I've kind of always wanted to see myself, you know, like how dumb or maybe not dumb am I? honestly, I think it's best I don't know, just for the sake of my own self-esteem. Because, I don't know, I might take an IQ test or whatever and be like, oh my god, I'm like such a moron, you feel me? And then I don't want to take an IQ test on the off chance, you know? By some God-given miracle, I take an IQ test and it's like, Tony, you're actually a level 9 genius, you know? You're actually a level 3 genius. You should become the, what is it, like, the president of Tesla or whatever that guy said. Then I don't want to say that, you know? Because I don't want to be like, oh, bro's bragging. Bro's bragging. He's a Albert Einstein level mind. And one, not happening, you know. There's no way a guy like me is getting Albert Einstein levels of IQ. Two, that, you know, honestly, that's it. There's just no way it's happening to me. So I'm gonna keep it a stack. A part of me is kind of like, what's the word I'm thinking of? A part of me is kind of like, I'm curious, you know? It's crazy. It might be a little crazy to say, but I'm low-key just kind of a bit curious about myself. My own intelligence. Is Tony a level 7 genius, or is he... Uh-oh. The bell tolls even for thee. I can already hear the bells. Do y'all hear that, or is it just me? Have you guys seen that post? It's like talking about, you know, does anyone else hear those ominous bell tolls, or is it just me? It's, you know, implying I'm gonna die. Which, I mean, I have Damocles and I got hit. I could be fucked at any point in time now. But we're just gonna have to wait to find out. Honestly, I'm gonna leave you in case I die here. Any health ups should be, you know, they should be stored for later use. I have enough health right now, you feel me? Oh, but yeah, like I was saying, I'm gonna be real with you, man. A part of me is kind of like curious, I guess, where do you go? Or like, what do you do to get an IQ test? Because there's one thing, I may be dumb, but I'm not dumb enough to kind of be like, yeah, let me pay money for an online IQ test. Or let me trust the total validity of a free IQ test online, you know? Like, and after hearing about how ChatGPT just be glazing everyone that uses it, I'm definitely not gonna be like, ChatGPT, give me an IQ test. I don't even use ChatGPT. One, feel the need to explain myself. I don't even use ChatGPT. Two, I wouldn't trust a damn word that thing says in terms of like a measure of my own intelligence. I don't know, bro. I'm a little curious, but you know what they say? Curiosity killed the cat. You feel me? Maybe it's best Tony lives his life not knowing. The true measure of his brain, one might say. But I'm gonna be real with you, a part of me is curious. And no, this is not to say I will ever take, I think I did take, hold on. I think I did take a free one time on stream as like a show of, like, you know, like a show of like, hey, let me do this for content or whatever. But I was aware, you know, like I'm aware. I know to not be like, oh yes, doing this random IQ test free online is totally gonna measure that like perfectly. You know what I mean, Tony? Yes, you are correct. I knew better than to trust it. So I may have taken it, but I don't trust those results. Nor do I honestly remember. It was at this point like what, 2-3 years ago? You feel me? How would I know? How would I know if it held up in a court of law or whatever? Why'd I grab that? I guess for this, that was alright, I guess. Nothing crazy. Nothing insane, you know, you feel me? Curse of the Blind, that's so good. Yes, that's so cinema. I should have waited. Damn it, I'll wait. I'm gonna be so real with you. I'm afraid. I grabbed Damocles and now I'm afraid, bro. Damocles might kill me. Sister Vis, just straight up Sister Vis, you know? That seems reasonable. Reasonable, there you go. Bomb you. Coupon, sure. School bag, okay, that's not bad. What did I make free? Oh, the key. What's the point? I already had a key. Whatever. We shall see. But my fault, oh geez. I got a little carried away in focusing on Isaac. Yeah, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I have been very curious to take an IQ test of sorts. You know what I mean? I don't want to say I'm like, you know, seeking validation or whatever. But I don't know, man. I just want to know. I guess you feel me? Is that so crazy? Is that so crazy to just kind of want to know? Even if like oh, it don't even matter. Like in the grand scheme of things, Tony, that doesn't even matter. Yeah, it probably doesn't, you know, I'm gonna be real. But still, I'm a little, you know. Y'all telling me you don't want to know your own IQ if you don't know it already? I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I am just a little bit crazy. I am doing what they call playing the Binding of Isaac after all. Guppy, yes! I'm about to pick up like the worst item known to man and ruin my run. That would be funny, I think. Question mark? What we thinking, chat? What we thinking? Sorry. I think my Coke Zero has run dry. That's unfortunate. I was sipping on that kind of like the whole recording. That's not even true. I don't know why I lied just now. It wasn't on purpose, I swear. That's all I can say. Honestly, it was that I wasn't lying on purpose. I can tell y'all that 1,000 billion 100,000%. I was just kind of yapping and it happened. I think I said this before, I'm very scared right now because I don't want to die to like greedier phase 2 because my dumbass got hit by Damocles. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't want to potentially wait out Damocles just to be like, oh, you're done for, dumbass, you know? Like, oh, that's fucking great, dude. You feel me? I don't want to have my life taken from me at the worst moment. You know, on some... Never mind. That would have been major spoilers for a show that I enjoy. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm not even gonna say what show. I've talked about it on the channel before, so if you've been cataloging or something, you might know what show I'm talking about. I think it's the only show that I refer to as like a straight up show. And I have actively praised as I enjoy watching it very, very much. Because everything else I've watched is like anime or whatever, you feel me? But this is one of the things that I've actually like commented, like this is my favorite show of mine. Overridden by Moms and I, bro. Fortnite. Give me a sec, my bad, hold on. Was anyone else hearing those siren songs, or is it just me? This guy, I think, is next level moron. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. All right, and then we just. Okay. Okay. All right, we got a little freaky there. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this. All right, here's what we do. Here's what we're gonna have to do then. We take you, take you, take you, and we run. We gotta go. ASAP. ASAP, we gotta go. I'm gone. Alright, we gotta kill him, bro. I'm just trying to lock in right now. My bad, y'all. A measure of intelligence or something. That's probably gonna be the name of this Isaac episode. Okay, the reason why I'm locked in so hard and not yapping at the moment is because I don't want to have a dumb issue where I'm doing pretty good and then Damocles just strikes me down because it deemed it was my time. You know what I mean? Boss, I'm ready to go, but not quite yet. You have to give me like 5 minutes and then I'll be with you. You know what I mean? Okay, that was the only way to secure my victory. I had to run into him. I had to run into him. That was the only way to secure my victory. All right, anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys did enjoy, I greatly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good day and or good night, depending on the time you're viewing this. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.